everybody, and welcome back to T's World. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue making more content for you about traveling hacks, baby hacks, life hacks, everything hacks. If you are already subscribed and you're tuning into another video, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. So this video will be all about any hacks that I feel like helps me while I'm traveling. Just pretty much advice, basic advice. A lot of them you probably already know, but somewhere in there may be like some hidden gems that I can share with you. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this video fast because I feel like my videos are always so lengthy. So I'm gonna be speaking a little bit faster in here, so I hope you can keep up. I'm the queen of upgrading. I'll buy a basic flight and then see if I can upgrade once I get to the gate. That is the best place where you can try to upgrade your seat because I feel like it costs a little bit less, and they'll always have like those last minute people who don't make their flight. I've been guilty of that. Beware though, some airlines, the ticket that you buy may not be eligible for upgrades. So definitely read the fine print. I think Delta is really known for that. Oh, I think American Airlines has a ticket like that too. Like it's standard and you can't even upgrade when you get to the gate. So I would say to buy, if you know you're gonna wanna upgrade, buy the ticket that buy the most basic ticket that'll allow you to upgrade once you get to the airport, and just do that. You'll always have people like me who's probably missed their flight or probably change their flight at the last minute. I've done that before as well. So then their seat will be open up and available for you to upgrade at the gate. Also, this is a baby hack. Like if you're traveling with kids or a baby, when you get to the gate, I feel like the attendants are more sympathetic to you. On a flight to New York before, I got to the gate and the flight attendant who was helping me at the gate said, "Oh, you have your baby with you. How about you take this seat up front where there's you guys will be the only ones in the row." The flight was not full, so I was really happy that she did that. So I feel like if you travel with kids, always go up to the gate and see what you can do, because more than likely they'll be willing to help you. Next advice is to always print a physical copy of your ticket. Most of the time I tend to use the app to just scan my ticket when I get to the gate or wherever, but you can be in a country or somewhere where you don't have cell service or Wi-Fi. I know sometimes at the airport, if you're going through security, that area seems to be like a dead zone for cellular service sometimes. Just little dead spots in the airport I've found are a frequent thing. So do either take a screenshot of your flight or print out a physical copy. It never hurts to have one. Next, you guys probably already do this. I feel like everyone with a smartphone does this, but do download the airline app to your phone prior to your flight and connect your flight to it once you do. That's the easiest way to know about schedule changes, delays, upgrade availabilities, just anything. It makes life so much easier when you just have everything right there on your phone. This hack is especially helpful for my overpackers like myself, guilty. So what I do is I pack a backpack or like a tote bag or something, and then I also have my carry-on with me. So when I get to the gate, I always ask them, can I check my carry-on onto the plane? Almost every single time it's a yes. I don't think I've ever gotten a no to that. They just tag it there at the gate and then send it along its way. Just make sure that in your tote or your backpack or just any other bag that you may have, you pack your essentials like your iPad, your phone, your medication, anything that you may need on the flight. Anything. I'm sorry. I'm talking way too fast. Anyway, anything you may need on the flight, just make sure you pack it in your backpack or your tote bag and not in the carry-on that can potentially be checked on to the flight. And when you get off, of the plane, here's a little bonus tip. Make sure you ask the flight attendant where your bag will be. Sometimes it's on the bridge, on the jet bridge, and sometimes it's on the carousel downstairs, like close to the exit. You never, ever, ever want your bag to be on the bridge and you forget, or you just didn't know and you pass it and you go downstairs, because you cannot go back upstairs after that. You cannot go back to that bridge after that. So just make sure you ask and just wait by the door at the gate of the plane for your bag, or if it's downstairs, just go downstairs. Based on many mistakes, errors, just experience in general, I definitely encourage you to search for your tickets through those third-party sites like Orbitz, Cheapo Air, Kayak, Skyscanner, whatever it may be, Google Flights. But then once you find those cheap tickets, go on the actual airline's website and purchase it. This is because if you need to make any changes or cancellations, upgrades, anything, it's always so much easier to do it if you've booked through the actual airline themselves. I cannot stress this enough. Do it if you can. If you can't, and like you're doing a complicated booking with a lot of stops and like layovers, and it's just easier to book it through a third-party site like Cheapo Air or Kayak or Orbitz or Google Flights. If you have to do that, then book it. Get the Rakuten or eBay's little plugin for your browser so that you can get some cash back along with that, because you might as well. I feel like there's really no other incentive to book through a third-party website other than, like, you know, those little perks like cash back and stuff like that. Before traveling to another country, another location, another city, whatever it may be, download both the Uber and Lyft apps on your phone. I find that prices vary extremely between both apps at certain times of the day, in certain locations. So I always have both handy just to check the prices, because I'm a cheapo. Like, I will nickel and dime on things like that, but then go buy something crazy like a bag. But anyway, no, for real though, have both ready so you could just compare prices and just go with the cheapest one. Okay, so when you're packing your hand luggage or like your bag, your fanny pack, whatever it may be, wherever you pack your passport, your visa, your important documents, do not, by any means necessary, pack any kind of liquid near those things. I've learned that the hard way. So, no drinks, no, just don't do it. Just keep them separate. Or if you can, get like one of those little Ziploc bags or one of those like makeup bags, like any waterproof, airtight bag to put your passport in, like if you really want to take that extra step of securing your documents. Because I once had oil, and I think it was just like hair oil, like spill all over my passport. They still take it, but every time they look at my passport now, every time someone looks at it, they're like, oh, what did you spill on this? And you know that you have that joint for 10 years, like 10 years with that oil stain, with that dirty oil stain on your passport. Like, just don't do it. Another hack is just for safety purposes, I never travel with more than $200 cash on me. And that's just because I feel like any touristy place like the airport can be sus, like have some sus, you know, people lurking around ready to snatch that money from you at any moment. So I'd rather lose 200 than 500. And I never keep all of my money in the same place. So I might keep some in my wallet, some in my backpack, some in my pocket, some in my son's bag. Like, just split it up in any way that you can. Do not ever put it on your checked luggage, put any money in your checked luggage though. I just feel like that's not safe. I've never had an incident where that's been an issue, but I just feel like, just don't do it. When you get to your destination, you can always find a secure ATM to withdraw more money as needed. Another quick tip is, if you have Apple Music, go ahead and download those songs that you must have on the plane beforehand, because unless you're willing to pay for Wi-Fi, or if you have that GoGo subscription, I think that's with American Airlines, then by all means, you don't need to do this. But even if you have a kid, like download their movies and music on their devices beforehand because you will not have service on the plane. Another good thing to download on your phone beforehand is that whatever country or city you're going to, download their maps to your phone. So like through Google Maps, you have the option to download maps. I would say to go ahead and do that, just so if you lose service or you don't have service or it's like a shady service spot and you need directions, you'll never be out of them. This one I cannot stress enough. This is like hack of all hacks. Get global entry, not TSA pre-check, not any of those other ones, because global entry encompasses those. So TSA pre-check is included in global entry. Get global entry. If you have a credit card, call them and check if you can get a global entry reimbursement through them. I know that Discover does it. I know American Express does it. I don't know about any other ones, but definitely those two. So it's pretty much free if you have those credit cards. Get global entry. It saved my life so many times. I've been like this close to missing a flight. This close. I've actually missed flights when I didn't have global entry. But this close to missing a flight, and because of global entry, I was able to go in the TSA pre-check line where I don't have to take out my laptop. I always travel with my laptop because I'm always working. I don't have to take off my shoes. I don't have to do anything crazy, and that line is always shorter. So you pretty much speed through security, which is usually the bottleneck. That's what usually takes the longest to get through. So once you get through security, you just have to find your gate. Hopefully you're not at an airport like JFK where you have to take the train to your gate or whatever. But if you do, that'll still save you time. So get global entry. Get it. Okay, this hack you should already know, but I'm just gonna reiterate it for you, and I'm gonna say it in as many videos as I can because this has happened to me before, and I've been without underwear because my luggage was delayed or lost or whatever, just not by my side where it should have been. Pack an extra outfit in your carry-on. Pack an extra outfit in your backpack, in your tote, and that includes pants, shirt, underwear, and your toiletries. So toothbrush, toothpaste, washcloth, face products, whatever you feel like you need. Medication. Never ever pack medication, even if it's liquid. They'll let you through with it. Do not pack medication in your carry-on. Sorry. In your check-on luggage. Don't ever pack medication in your check-on luggage. Oh, also, if you're going for an event like a wedding or bachelorette party, birthday party, whatever, if you're going for an event where you need a specific outfit for that event, I would suggest to pack that outfit in your hand luggage or your tote or your backpack, your carry-on, whatever, because you never want to be without your luggage and you're a bridesmaid in somebody's wedding and you end up without your dress or your shoes or whatever necessary item it may be, and you have to wear something crazy. Another hack that I've been practicing for years now is getting 2 vacations out of 1. And you do this by scheduling a long layover between your flights. So some layovers can be like 34 hours, 21 hours. That's a good amount of time for you to lay over in a city that you don't know and explore that city and then just come back to the airport for your flight. Typically you never really have to book a hotel because it's not long. The layover should never be long enough for that. Well, you know what? That's not true. Sometimes you have 2-day layovers. I've seen that before. But I've never booked any that long. So get 2 vacations out of 1, or get a little mini vacation by booking a really long layover between your flights. And that's going and coming back. So that's like what? 3, 4 vacations? No, 2, 3 vacations in 1. Another hack that I've been using during this flying, like during this pandemic.
Hi everyone, I just want to take the time out to say that yes, I have been traveling last year, and no, I do not want to take the time out to read any comments about how I shouldn't have. I have been super safe and I've stayed super healthy throughout the entire year, so thank you. And now let us continue.
Is bringing an aerosol can of hand sanitizer with me. So the aerosol can makes it so that I can just spray and I don't have to wipe down anything, and then I have to like dispose of that, like those hand sanitizing wipes or anything like that. I just spray, wait a couple of minutes so it dries, and then I can like sit down. Like I spray the airplane seat, I spray the armrest. When I'm traveling with my son, I spray everything because he touches everything and then puts his hands all over his face, in his mouth. So I spray like the windows, I spray the tray tables, I spray the screen, the touch screen, everything, the seats, the armrest, the headrest, pretty much everything. So it's just easier for me to not have to deal with like disposing of so many of those sanitizing napkins, and I feel like it can be kind of wasteful as well. So just get one of those aerosol cans, which I get mine from CVS, and it's just like a continuous spray. So you just go in and spray everything, and then you're good. So if you're really paranoid about your luggage and like you had no choice but to put something valuable in your checked luggage, I would suggest to use one of those little tile things. Put it in your luggage, and then you can track your luggage anywhere it is from your phone. It's definitely helpful, like I said, if you have anything extremely valuable in your luggage, or you're going to an event and you need a wedding dress and it's like in Tibet and you're in LA. But yeah, definitely use that tile if you, and there are other options that are cheaper. I'll see if I can find some and link them below. But yeah, they're definitely helpful for tracking your luggage. Okay, so this hack is if you're like a type A person and you want a little bit more insight into where your plane was and where it is now, and you know, just where it's been. You can download the Flight Aware app and put in your flight information, and you can see where your plane's been. So if your plane is delayed because of like a snowstorm and you check it on the Flight Aware app and you see that it's in like Toronto, then you can say, yeah, more than likely it is a pretty bad snowstorm and that's why it's delayed. But if you see that your plane is coming from like Jamaica, that may be kind of sus. So it just gives you a little bit more insight as to where your plane is and where it has been. Another hack is to download Google Translate. So I was in Germany. I went to Munich a couple of years ago, and that app saved my life. And let me tell you how it saved my life. I was in a cab and I wanted to go to the mall. I didn't know how to ask the cab driver how to get to the mall. I put it into Google Translate. I said, hey Google, can you please ask this cab driver to bring me to the mall? I actually wanted to go to H&M. And it pretty much took what I said and translated it to German and played it for him. And he knew exactly what I said. And we had like a whole conversation in the cab using Google Translate. Like, no, but really though, it's a very helpful tool on your trips abroad to countries where you don't speak the language. Next hack, wear sunscreen on the plane. That's it. That's the hack. End of story. Wear sunscreen off the plane, on the plane, anywhere you are. In the car, on the go, on the train, wear sunscreen. Just do it. Just wear some sunscreen. My next hack is to purchase more than one phone charger and put them in different bags. So I typically travel with 2 phone chargers, one in my checked luggage and one in my hand luggage, so that I always have one handy. But also have a designated phone charger just for traveling. So you don't want to use the one that you use at home, because sometimes you may forget to bring it with you. You're charging your phone from the night before or the day of, and you just forget to pack it, because that's usually the last thing that you pick up, and you just forget to pick it up when you're out the door, or if you're late for your flight like I am. So just always have one that you can pack beforehand that you won't need to use day of or night before. By the way, if you've been liking this video so far, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment on this video. I really appreciate your support, guys, and your support allows me to make more videos like this for you, more vlogging content, more travel content from the perspective of a Black mom like myself. And thank you to all of my subscribers, my current subscribers. You guys are the best. I love reading your comments. They crack me up. And I love when you guys ask me questions because I love helping and give you guys the information that you need. So thank you. Okay, so my next hack is to try to get a card, a credit card, or just any card that allows you to get airport lounge access. So the one that I use is the Amex Platinum card, and it's kind of pricey, but I really feel like the benefits and the perks of it are worth that annual fee. So apart from the Amex Platinum, there are other cards that you can get that give you airport lounge access. I know Delta, the Delta Sky Miles credit card, they definitely allow you to get airport lounge access. And the Delta Sky Miles card, I really like the Delta lounges. But if you do not want to open a new credit card, if you do not want to incur that annual charge on your card, you can, well, that hefty annual charge on your card, you can get the Revolut checking account card, I think it's called. It's just the Revolut personal card. Revolut has 2 tiers of personal checking accounts that you can choose from, and that's the premium tier and the metal tier. Like, you literally get a metal card. The premium tier is $9.99 a month, and you're allowed free access for yourself and one other person if your flight is delayed for 1 hour. And if your flight is not delayed and you just get to the airport early and you want to chill, it's free for you, for yourself, and then 25 euros for any subsequent person that you're bringing. So anyone else traveling with you, your friends, your family, they can get into that lounge for 25 euros with you. Now the metal tier is $16.99 a month, and like I said, you get like an actual metal card. It's so cool. It's like the platinum. It feels like the platinum. Anyway, that's $16.99 a month, and you get free access for yourself and 3 other people if your flight is delayed for 1 hour or more. And if you just want to get to the airport early and chill, you get free access for yourself, and it's 25 euros for any other person who will be joining you in the lounge. Now, I cannot tell you how much lounge access has helped me in the class. Why can't I talk today? I cannot tell you how much lounge access has helped me in the past, especially when traveling with my son. Our flight was delayed for about 8 hours once, going to JFK, and I went into the Amex lounge, got free food, relaxed, slept, watched TV. Like, we were pretty good in that lounge for that entire, I think it was like 6 or 7 hours. But yeah, it's definitely worth it, especially if you're traveling abroad and you have like these long layovers. So another hack is pretty much for fulfillment out of a trip. So if you can, research the country or the city that you're going to beforehand. Make a list of everything that you want to do, everything that you want to see, everywhere that you want to shop, everywhere that you want to eat. Make a list of it, keep it on your phone, and as you go through that list, check the things off that you were able to do. I feel like at the end, when I do this, by the end of my trip, the more things I checked off, I feel so fulfilled. Like, I've been on trips before where I didn't do this and I just went with the flow, I did whatever, and I feel like I wasn't as fulfilled as when I had that list of things that I wanted to see and I wanted to do, and like things that I researched, and then I actually see, oh yeah, this is Parliament, this is cool, I did research about this, you know what I mean? Or, oh, this is so-and-so cafe, I wanted to eat here, this is amazing. Or, oh, this is a place where I can get edibles at in Amsterdam, like, this is amazing, I'm so glad that I had this on this list. Anyway, I feel like for me, checking off things off of my list helps me to always feel fulfilled after a trip. So hopefully that will help you to get the most out of your trip and to feel more fulfilled at the end. And if you have anything left over on your list, that's just another reason to come back and visit that city at another time. Because I know for me, I definitely have a few places that I have to go back to just because I didn't get to do everything that I had planned on doing within the time frame that I stayed there. Okay, so this is my last hack. I know I know y'all probably tired of me, but this is my last hack. When you're traveling, when I'm traveling, I feel like I get the most out of my travels when I do at least one thing outside of my comfort zone. So whether it's a hot air balloon ride, whether it's zip lining, like I remember the first time I went zip lining, Nicole, if you're watching this, I went zip lining with my friend Nicole and in Cancun, and I was shaking walking up those steps. I was so scared, but I said, you know what, I came all the way here, I'm gonna do it. And I did it, and it was amazing. And now I go ziplining any opportunity that I get in Jamaica, in Tulum, in Cancun, anywhere. Like I go ziplining all the time. Like I was so happy when I got over that fear of actually getting up those long ass stairs and taking that ride down. Like I was so happy at the end of it because number one, I survived. And number two, I conquered a fear. I did something that was so far out of my comfort zone. So I feel like if you can research the place that you're going to and find something that is outside of your comfort zone to definitely partake in. I feel like that is just a great way to also make memories and just feel fulfilled on your trips. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. The subscribers that I have are the best. You guys are amazing. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and in the comments, tell me if you have any travel hacks that you can share with everyone else in T's world. Any travel hacks that you can share with me, any hacks of mine that you feel like you've made better through your travels. Let me know. Like I want to know what y'all think. Anyway, bye.